Hi, my name is Cat and welcome back to more Arknights. So let's move on to stage 3. Let's look at the map. There's 2 blue boxes, 2 red boxes and 2 independent lane. Okay, so I think from now on I'm going to be introducing the 3-star characters. So let's start with Fang. Fang is a vanguard. Her skills are charge. She instantly gains 60 deployment points. It's an auto trigger. Her traits is block 2, her talent is lightweight, DP cost -1. So vanguards essentially are characters you want to stay in the battlefield as long as possible. You want her to survive long enough so that she can keep regenerating deployment points that you'll be using in the stages. I do want Fang to contribute in the battle, but at the same time I do not want her to die, so for that reason, we are going to be, let's see, putting her on the back of the top lane. Gato, I don't like this tile, so we're gonna put her here instead. I need this tile where, let's see, if you want to range characters, this is kind of awkward position, so. Okay, so we can see that Fang gets to deal with the Junkman while Yato has to deal with the shielded defender, so we're gonna have to support this. Support Yato. 3 stars in generally have much higher stats than 2 stars, so Fang has 300 attack, 300 defense, meanwhile Yato is 200, 100. So the differences are huge. So for that reason, I believe Fang can probably solo the lane by herself. Well, not by herself. Nah, she's not. I don't think she can handle 4 slugs at once, so for that reason, we'll be putting a defender, and we're gonna have 12-5 supporting him as well. I feel like Fang can handle the Junkman all by herself, but I can't be sure. Maybe there'll be a time for me to test that.
Mission accomplished.
I'm sure at some point I'll have to phase out all of my 2 stars. So I'll be introducing the 3 stars one by one. Now, let's move on to stage 4. So let's look at the map. Okay, 3 blue boxes, 2 red boxes. So the game wants more bodies. Alright, let's take out Castle Tree, and I'll be introducing the other Vanguard, Vanilla. Oh man. Alright. Vanilla is a Vanguard. She gains 60 points, attack plus 35%, mana trigger, talents block 2, talent attack plus 8. So Vanilla is quite the opposite of Fang. While Fang is a more defensive type, Vanilla is a more offensive type. So the game by design, Vanilla is kind of telling you that she belongs in the front line. She can handle a lot of things by herself, so you'll probably want her in the front line in general. Mana trigger means that you have to manually press a skill compared to an auto skill. So for that reason, I'm gonna start using putting her here in the middle. Okay, we're gonna have Fang on top, and then we're gonna have Yato blocking at the bottom. So you have to activate their skills whenever the skill points are ready. Meanwhile, we can see that Fang will gain her skills automatically, 25. So 1 skill point takes 1 second, so 25 seconds for Fang, and 20 seconds for Vanilla. Alright, the drones are here. The Ranger can support Yato. The skill. Oh, there's a shielded soldier coming in, so let's have Durin to deal with him. Okay, if you look at the bottom right, our deployment point has reached its maximum capacity, so we can't generate any more deployment points. So for that reason, if vanilla skills is ready, there's no reason for me to proc a skill again. So that means you only want to proc vanilla skill if you really want the attack boost. Else, let's save it for the future. Let's say saving it for that Junkman. So once that Junkman arrives, we will activate our skill. So let's activate her skill, and she now deals 600 damage.
Mission accomplished.
That's pretty good for a Vanguard. So right, we got time, so we're gonna go to stage 5. Oh, four blue boxes. Okay. Well, to be fair, it is in the description. It says that please have at least 4 melee operators in the squad to block all the enemies. Okay, so for that reason, Malanta, you're out. I'm going to bring Plume. So let's introduce another Vanguard. Plume is not like the usual Vanguard. Plume, as you can see, her skills are attack plus 25%, attack speed plus 25. So she doesn't have the typical gain deployment points like Fang or Vanilla. Instead, Plume, she obtains 1 DP after this unit defeats an enemy. So that's the reason why her skills are much more offensive based. Her attack stats are much higher, she blocks 1. So you will want Plume to be responsible for every kill, every final kill, the final blow. So, and whenever you refund whenever you retreat Plume, she will refund the original DP cost. So the game is by design, Plume is telling you to use her at the very beginning to get as much DP as possible, then just swap her out for a different type of unit. If you do not want the offensive, her talents is attack plus 8, so more attack. Right, so for that reason, we're gonna be putting her by herself. Okay, hold on right here. So I should say that since they did block some of the range tiles, so I'm going to think. Okay, so let's first have Vanguard here, Fang here, we're gonna have Vanilla here, then I want Plume to handle her own lane by herself, and we'll have Yato at the bottom. So even though this might seem weird, but at least it ensures that Plume is responsible for all of her kills, so that we do not want a kill assist where sometimes the rangers accidentally help Plume kill the enemy. So you want to optimize her skill, her talents as much as possible. If one slips past Plume, I'll just put Noir behind her. So it's not a big problem. And I don't think that will be a problem. Right, the drones are here. So we're gonna have Ranger up. 2 drones at once. I just want to see. I want to see if Ranger can handle that. Okay, so that's not difficult. Okay, that's not possible. So let's introduce another sniper. Cruz is a 3-star sniper. Her skill is that the next attack shoots 2 in a row, dealing 140% of attack in physical damage with each shot. She's an offensive skill. Her traits is to attack arrow enemy first, and when attacking, she has a 20% chance to increase the current damage of that attack to 160%. So Cruz is dealing twice in a row, so essentially when her skill procs, she will be dealing, let's say, 446 plus the times 2, 800 damage in a row. So That's a lot of damage for a sniper. But for now, let us just have her down and help facing up. Cover the blind spots. Cruz is one of the highest damage dealing characters among the 3 stars. If you read her description, and if the probability of 20% does happen on her skill points, so for every 5 shots, you can see that. So every 5 shots, she will be dealing double damage plus 160 plus the 140. So essentially, she actually is dealing 600% damage, which is a lot. So most enemy probably just dies in front of her. So we can see that. So her next shot, she's going to activate her skill, and she's going to deal, let's see, double shot. I can't see the number, but it probably goes up to 600.
Mission accomplished.
Which is just insane. Oh well. All right. That was 3 stages. So I'm gonna call it for the day. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next chapter, next stage. So bye bye.